Welcome back to CBSGH Spoiler. Soap fans, we're so glad you're here. Today we're diving deep into the latest explosive drama shaking Port Charles. And trust me, this episode gave us everything: betrayal, heartbreak, power struggles, and secrets that could change lives forever. So grab your favorite iced latte, preferably unspiked, and let's get into the chaos. Town on the edge. Port Charles is reeling after one desperate decision changed everything. Trust has been shattered, loyalties are being tested, and every major player seems to be standing on the edge of disaster. The emotional fallout from Jacinda Bracken's shocking actions has sent shockwaves through Michael Corinthos, Willow Kane, and everyone connected to them. The tension is almost suffocating. You can feel that something irreversible has happened, and the consequences are only beginning. Willow wakes up to a nightmare. The most powerful scene of the week took place in Nina Reeves' apartment. Willow slowly wakes up on Nina's sofa, confused and groggy, until the horrifying truth hits her: she had been drugged. For me, this was one of the strongest Willow moments in a very long time. Instead of looking helpless, she looked furious. The instant realization crossed her face. You could see a new darkness forming behind her eyes. This wasn't just shock. This was betrayal. Willow has spent so much time reacting to other people's choices, but now it feels like she's ready to take control. Nina watches her daughter with deep concern, and that concern says everything. Nina knows exactly what revenge can do to a person because she's walked that road herself. Having Willow wake up at Nina's apartment instead of her own home was a brilliant storytelling choice. It reminded us that despite all the pain in their history, the bond between mother and daughter still exists. Michael makes a brutal decision. Meanwhile, Michael confronts Jacinda, and the scene is devastating. He doesn't yell. He doesn't lose control. That's what makes it so chilling. Michael looks at the woman he's been seeing and realizes she endangered Willow and, by extension, Wiley and Amelia. In that moment, he chooses his children over everything else. You can see the heartbreak in his face as he tells Jacinda it's over. The harsh lighting and the silence between them made the scene even more painful. Michael isn't acting out of spite. He's acting out of fear. He came dangerously close to losing the mother of his children, and that terror is written all over him. Jacinda's tragic collapse. But Jacinda isn't a cartoon villain. When she breaks down in tears and begs Michael to listen, the scene becomes unexpectedly tragic. She insists she was trying to protect him from losing custody. And whether that justification is believable or not, her desperation feels real. She knows she's destroyed her relationship, her future, and possibly her life. This storyline works because it shows how obsession, insecurity, and fear can push someone to commit unforgivable acts. Jacinda's downfall is heartbreaking precisely because she caused it herself. Nina tries to stop a war. Nina finds herself trapped between Michael and Willow. She wants to protect her daughter, but she also fears the path Willow is about to take. Watching Nina hover over Willow, trying to calm her down, is incredibly emotional. Nina understands that once anger takes over, there may be no turning back, and the frightening part is that Willow doesn't look interested in peace. Jocelyn versus Brennan over at the WSB. Another battle is brewing. Jocelyn Jack storms into Jack Brennan's office demanding a real field assignment. She refuses to remain behind a desk, and the confrontation is electric. Jocelyn stands her ground with the same fire Carly always had. She believes she's ready, and honestly, her determination is hard not to admire. But Brennan refuses to be pushed around. He tells her that he, not Jocelyn, will decide when she returns to the field. What makes this dynamic so compelling is that Brennan clearly sees her potential. He also sees the dangerous recklessness created by grief and trauma. He's not just being controlling. He's trying to keep a valuable young agent alive. Their relationship has become a fascinating mix of mentorship, authority, and mutual defiance. And it's bringing a fresh espionage energy to the show. Emma's heartbreak in a much quieter, but equally painful storyline. Emma Scorpio Drake tries to plan a fun outing with Giovanni Palmieri. Instead of excitement, she gets disappointment. Gio turns her down because of work. The moment Emma's smile fades is heartbreaking. She wants time with the person she loves, but his rising music career is pulling him further away. And the real problem isn't just work, it's producer Simon, whose manipulative publicity scheme is forcing Gio into a fake romance with Trina Robinson. Emma is left watching her boyfriend pretend to be in love with someone else. The insecurity, embarrassment, and hurt are impossible to ignore. This storyline captures something very real: young love struggling to survive under public pressure. Eventually, Gio may have to choose between fame and the relationship that matters most to him. Serena enters the corporate war while the romantic drama intensifies. Serena Baldwin is making moves in the corporate world. She tells Lucy Co. that they may not even need Michael's shares, and the confidence in her voice is impossible to miss. Serena clearly has another strategy, and that revelation changes the entire game. Lucy is stunned, and so are we. What I love about Serena is that she isn't just a pawn in someone else's scheme. She's proving herself to be a sharp, strategic player capable of outmaneuvering some of Port Charles's most powerful people, a softer side of Serena at the same time. Serena shows a much more vulnerable side when she spends time with Cody Bell and tries to build a relationship with her biological family. The warmth between them is subtle but meaningful. Their tentative smiles and shared curiosity remind us that Serena isn't driven solely by ambition. That balance between ruthless strategist and hopeful daughter makes her one of the most interesting characters on canvas right now. Valentin moves in the shadows elsewhere. Valentin Cosardini is quietly gathering information from a mysterious source. Every scene with Valentin feels dangerous, because he always seems to know more than everyone else. His search for intel suggests that a much larger secret is about to surface, one that could impact both the WSB and the mob. Storylines: whenever Valentin starts operating in the shadows, trouble follows. Jordan gets blindsided, and then there's Jordan Ashford, whose professional composure is shaken by a shocking development. The look on her face tells us this is serious, whether it's connected to Curtis's legal troubles or the lingering threat of Jen Sidwell. Jordan suddenly realizes that the danger surrounding Port Charles is far from over. Jordan is often the town's moral center, so seeing her rattled is especially alarming. If she's frightened, everyone should be. The bigger picture: what makes this entire week so effective is that every storyline feels driven by character rather than plot. Willow's rage, Michael's protectiveness, Jacinta's desperation, Jocelyn's ambition, Emma's insecurity, Serena's strategy, and Valentin's secrecy all grow naturally from who these people are. The writers are weaving these stories together into a larger tapestry of betrayal, ambition, love, and survival. And it feels like all of these threads are heading toward one explosive collision. Will Willow's fury destroy what remains of her relationship with Michael? Can Michael protect his children from the fallout? Is Jocelyn truly ready for the deadly world she wants to enter? And what secret is Valentin about to uncover? One thing is certain: Port Charles has entered a new phase, and nobody is coming out unchanged. Thanks for watching CBSGH Spoiler. If you enjoyed this recap, be sure to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss the latest General Hospital drama. And now I want to hear from you. What is your wildest theory about Willow, Michael, and Jocelyn? Drop it in the comments below, and let's keep the Port Charles conversation going. See you in the next spoiler video.